Perfect. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So, welcome to the Frequency of Receiving Masterclass. So, I've decided not to bother doing any slides for today. So the visual people amongst you will probably be like, I get to see her face the whole time. But the reason for that is just we're working with energy, and I just felt like today we didn't need to have slides. We don't need to have slides with me, what I'm saying on it. We just need to be. We just need to be present in the moment, what we're doing right now. So that's why we don't have those. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Victoria Tippett, and I'm so excited that we are here doing this amazing masterclass today. I'm a psychic medium and frequency healer and energy activator. How cool is that? And so I help high level spiritually aware women like yourselves collapse timelines, shift the energy, and finally receive what you're meant to receive, what's meant for you, with ease and no force, which sounds pretty cool, right? Who doesn't want that in their lives? We all want that. And so this masterclass is just so incredible because it isn't about mindset, and it's not about hustling. It's about frequency. And so often the things that are blocking our next level isn't strategy. It's not all the things that we think it is. We need to have another strategy. We need to have another coach. We need to have all these things. It's your ability to receive. And that is it. Okay. And so this is why this is so crucial. The work that we do here is so incredible because, as I was just saying, things we hold on a cellular level, things, frequency and activating the things within inside us is so huge. And when we don't do that, when we just talk about it, when we do a little bit of mindset around it, we're not actually getting to the core part of it. We're not moving it energetically. And so this is where all of this comes together while we do this. Okay. So at the end of today, I'm going to be offering you an invitation. So that, if you're curious to see what's going to happen next or how you can continue to work and open yourself up to even more activations, expansion and transformation, and who doesn't want that in their life? You need to stay with me to the end, and this could be the moment that changes absolutely everything. And this is going to be so transformational, I can tell you. Okay, so we all say we want to have more, right? We've all said it just before we started recording. There's things that we all want to have in our lives. We want to have more things. We want more money. We want more love. We want more rest. We want more freedom. And if you're a mum, you definitely want more rest. But when it gets close, we push it away. Well, this happens all the time, right? And when we're pushing it away, we say, oh, not yet, another time. It's on a dream board, it's on a vision board, not just now. And we've all made vision boards, I'm sure. We've all got those things where we're like, when my kids move out, when I retire, when I do this, when this thing happens, when the sun is in this certain aspect and the moon is in this certain aspect, and all my ducks are in a line, I'm going to bring this thing in. This is the thing I'm like working towards. And you're not broken, okay? You're just protecting yourselves. And most of us are taught to survive and not to receive. That's basically it, right? Because how many times have you said, well, I've got everything organized, when everything's like in a line, I'm sure when I say I'm going to get my ducks in a row, I'm like, one of them's a pigeon, one of them's not even a duck, there is no ducks. There are just, squirrels and all sorts of random things in there. And so this is so incredible that we get to do this. And I had a woman inside one of my activation containers who realized she was still carrying energetic cords from a past toxic relationship. Now, she hadn't dated in absolutely years, but the energy was still there. It was creating resistance. And when we cut those cords in the session, she felt like her chest had opened up and she met somebody 2 weeks later. So these are the things that are, I know, it's amazing, right? So these are the things that we are opening ourselves up for. We are carrying things from our past. We're carrying things from past lives. We're carrying things from this lifetime. We're carrying things from things that our parents said, that our teachers said, that our grandparents said, that our siblings may have said. All of those things, we're carrying them with us, as well as the things we feel about ourselves. Okay, so there's another lady, I know this is so incredible. So she realized she was carrying a mother's money wounds. So this is, so often how many people have got money wounds of other people's, money doesn't grow on trees, we can't afford that. And so she'd been working so hard, but she couldn't hold on to the abundance that she was getting. And so we activated her frequency to release ancestral scarcity patterns, because we all get those things. They all come down from ancestors. And once we'd done that, within a month, she received an unexpected £7,000 in inheritance. I know. And so when you activate this stuff, this is just not, like, oh, it's been really amazing, we're just going to manifest it. Manifestation is incredible. I love manifestation. But when we don't have the other bits that go with it, that's where the thing is. This is why we shift energy, because until we do, what we desire bounces off us like we're coated in Teflon. It's just like, we want this, off it goes, because we're not ready. We don't feel ready. We don't feel deserving. We feel like we're still carrying, old relationships, old paradigms, all these things. So what I'd love for you guys to do is, everything, if you've worked with me before and if you're new to working with me, everything is about intentionality. That's what I work with. It's like, we have to have an intention of what we want to get out of each session. And the intentionality for today is that we're going to be releasing things that no longer serve you, so that we can welcome in the things that you do desire in your life. Okay. So you can receive more. So I would love for you guys to have a little moment just to really think about what it is that you would like to get out of today, what you want to release and what you want to bring more in of. Okay. So, and around this, really watch your thoughts about when you think, oh, she said that happened to one lady, that would never happen to me. Oh, I'd love this to happen, but that would never happen for me. Watch those thoughts that come in, because those thoughts are part of the problem as well. Okay. So what would you like to receive more of? Is it financial? Is it romance? Is it experiences? We need to be intentional. So when we get really clear, it allows us to calibrate the frequency so that we can bring in more of what we desire easily. Okay. How cool does that sound? Super cool. Amazing. So do you all know what you want to release and bring in? Amazing. Perfect. Now, for those of you who haven't worked with me before or been in one of my, one of these masterclasses or anything like that, the way I work is this. You can come back and rewatch this again and again and again, and you'll still get the same potency. You can watch this on replay as, for the first time, and you also get the potency. And the reason behind that is my intentionality, the healing that I give, the energy that I create, the space that I create when we do these, is that we are creating that healing together. So you can come back and watch this again and again and again, and you'll still get that same potency for the next level, for the next level, for the next level. So this is why when we watch the replays, the intentionality that I've created for this is that we are removing the things that no longer serve you and bringing in the things that you desire in your life. Okay. And so that's why they work. So I know somebody said before, like, how does it work if you're on the replay? And how does it work if there's so many of us? And it's just the way it works. It's energy, everything is energy, and that's how it goes. So now you guys have got exactly what it is that you want to get rid of and you want to bring into your life. We're going to start dropping into some of these things. So I want you guys to sit and we're going to ground your energy, okay? Because if you guys aren't grounding your energy, or you don't know how to ground your energy, then this is what we're going to be doing. I would suggest that you gorgeous empathic beings do this every single day. Okay, I do it every morning. I like to do it in the shower. I like the extra element of the water. It just adds that whole kind of new dimension for me, and it's rinsing off things that no longer serve me, and I'm bringing in things that I want to bring in. So it's about bringing in whatever sparks joy for you. I love the yawning. That means energy is shifting. Okay. So when we ground our energy, we are bringing our body back into calibration with the earth. And that is so important because we get our energy pulled in so many different ways all the time. We are being pulled by our employers, maybe by our kids, by our spouse, by people that we're meeting in the streets, people that frustrate us on social media, people that frustrate us in whatever, whatever, whatever. And so our energy just starts to leak out in places. And this is where we need to bring it back into ourselves. And so doing this every day is so gorgeous because it means we're bringing our energy back into us. And as we are doing that, it means that we can reconnect. It's kind of like closing down all the apps on your phone and then reconnecting. And I love doing this when we cord cut as well. And we might do a little bit of that in a minute. We'll see what Spirit wants us to do. So I would love you guys to close your eyes. And I would love you to have your feet flat on the ground. And I want you to take in a couple of deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you're doing this gorgeous breathing, I want you to forget what's going on around you. I want you to forget what you've been doing today. I want us to be really present. And with your feet on the ground, and it doesn't matter where you are, I would love for you to feel out of the bottom of your feet erupting beautiful, gorgeous roots that are coming out of the bottom of your feet and they're going through the ground. They're going through the building that you're in, they're going outside, they're going through all the layers of the earth. And as they're going through all of those gorgeous layers of the earth, they are going right the way through, like power, drilling the way through to the middle of the earth. And we are going to wrap our gorgeous roots around the center of the earth. And as we do that, we're going to start to feel some of the energy that's going to come from Gaia herself, some of the energy that's going to come from Mother Earth. What is it that you want to bring back into your body? Okay, maybe have a moment to see whether there's any colors, any stones, any energy that you want to bring back in. Maybe there's something you want to leave there and you might see it dissolve in front of your eyes. Maybe you want to start the activation now where you're thinking, I want to release and leave negativity here, and see it just dissolve and go into the ground. So allow yourself to leave whatever you no longer serves you here and pick up what does serve you. Maybe it's a color, maybe it's some energy, maybe it's a stone, maybe it's something else, a smell, a scent, whatever it is that feels like you need from the center of the earth. I want you to grab that and I want you to allow it to come up those gorgeous roots. And so as that is coming up the roots, I want you to just imagine it just filling up those roots so beautifully. And it's going to come into the bottom of your body. And we're going to fill your entire body. And as we're filling your entire body with it, I want you to imagine it going up your feet to the ends of your toes. It's going up your legs, your torso, and it's going all the way up to the top of your head. And then it's going to run all the way down your back and down into the earth, down the back of your legs. And as you're feeling this flowing and ground into the earth, you're seeing this beautiful energy running around you. Feel at one with the energy. Feel into how it makes you feel. Does it make you feel happy? Does it make you feel joyful? Does it make you feel free? Does it make you feel alive? Just really feel into that energy. You can feel it's making somebody feel emotional, and that's fine. We're allowed to release those things. So release those emotions as well. And as we're releasing those emotions and we're allowing that energy to go around us and we're grounded to the earth, I am going to do some cord cutting with you. So I would love for you to imagine that you are on one side of a body of water. It might be a lake, it might be a stream, it might be a river, it might be a waterfall, whatever it is for you. And that body of water is an energy. So it's a color, it might be golden light, it might be blue, it might be water. And as you're looking at it, I want you to look the other side of the body of water. And over there, you may see some people come over there. So those people may be past loved ones, they may be current loved ones, they may be past work colleagues, they may be, your current work colleagues, they may be your children, they may be your spouse. whoever it is or whatever it is, allow yourself to see them on the other side. And we're going to cut the cords with them. This doesn't mean that we don't love them. This doesn't mean that we don't want to connect with them. It just means that we're pulling our energy back to us and they're taking their energy back so we can reconnect. So as you are looking at them across there, and if you can't see them, just be patient with yourself and allow yourself to look around. And as you see them there, you're going to start to pull your energy back. Now, we're going to bring down Archangel Michael, and he's going to use some big, massive scissors to cut the cords. And the energy is going to go back. Their energy is going to go back to them. Your energy is going to come back to you. But we've already started pulling our energy back, okay? So as we're pulling our energy back and out of them, you know, like octopus tentacles coming back into us, we're going to chop it in the middle. Now, the gorgeous energy in the river is there to fill, replace, be there however you need it, okay? So if you need to use some of the energy, if you want to bathe in it afterwards, whatever you want to do, it is there for the taking. So I would love for you to imagine those beautiful scissors coming down and cutting those cords, and the cords going back into those people or persons, and maybe they wave at you and they walk off, maybe they stand there, maybe you feel uncomfortable. Feel how you feel. Everything with energy is how we feel, and seeing how we feel in each moment, whether it feels heavy, whether it feels emotional, whether it feels whatever, that is exactly, these are clues of how we can activate the next part. And so as you're seeing all the energy coming back into yourself, I want you to feel that going back in with all the energy that we've just put in there from Mother Earth. And as you're allowing that to go in there, allow yourself a couple of moments, and then I'd love for you to open your eyes and let me know in the chat how you felt and what came up for you. So you can come back when you're ready. Or you can unmute yourself and tell us. Let us know who wants to go first. Go on then. Oh, you're muted. There we go.
Okay. Sorry. I felt physically lighter. I felt a whole lot of weight fall off of me. Like all the people who pull on me are physically pulling on, like I'm carrying them.
Yep.
I don't think I'd realized that.
Yeah.
Whether I'm carrying them or not, carrying something from them.
Yeah.
I felt all that fall off.
And this is the reason why it's so important to do it even with your current spouse, with your kids, because it is that feeling of closing down the app and restarting it. You know, when I very first did it with cords, I was like, I don't want to cut cords with my mum. I don't want to cut cords with my kid. That means I don't love them. And it's like, no, actually, it's super healthy. Yeah. You know, so many people want to have their connection with spirit and they don't want to cut the cord with spirit. And it's so often we have to cut the cord with spirit because then we have a better connection. It's like having these apps open on your phone all the time and then you go back into them and they've just kind of not refreshed themselves. And so this is a thing where if we're doing this every day, can you imagine how much lighter you would feel every day doing this? Perfect. So we've got some stuff in the chat. So Sarah said she felt really heavy and then felt a sudden release. I love that. Emma says, I felt happy with the first few, then a sadness as I let go of something that was perpetrating a sadness, but a great freeing sadness. Yes. Now, when we were grounding our energy, I really felt somebody's energy. I felt somebody's real sadness that came through. And that is absolutely allowed. Like, we're allowed to feel emotions. We're allowed to feel those things. And so when you ground your energy, if you feel emotion, then allow it. Okay. Everything that we are receiving, everything that we are experiencing is right for us right now. Okay. And so as energetic beings, we are just absorbing everybody's stuff all the time. And so this is why it's so important for us to actually go, right, this is so important for us to disconnect from other people so that we can allow ourselves to be us and then reconnect if we want to. Does that make sense? Perfect. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So who is ready to do an activation? Yes, you all are. Of course, of course, of course. Perfect. So we are going to close our eyes again and we are going to go into our bodies again. And we're going to go and activate an energetic field for receiving. Okay. Now, what I would love for us to do first, when we've got our eyes closed, is you gorgeous souls, as empathic, beautiful ladies, I know, and Spirit knows, and you know, that we all have a lot of fear, a lot of guilt, a lot of shame, and a lot of over responsibility that we have that is connected to us receiving and just, living life. So we're going to release all that bullshit and we're going to start to, allow in the energy of receiving. So if you want to close your eyes, and we will go in to your gorgeous bodies. So go back into that gorgeous energy. And I want you guys to think about the negative things about receiving. Now, we all have them. Maybe we don't feel worthy of them. Maybe we feel that, we don't work hard enough, or, somebody else deserves to have the love or the connection, or, the fast car more than we do. Maybe they've, had a worse experience in life and they deserve to have nice things. Or we feel guilty for having nice things. We feel guilt for wanting or desiring to have nice things. Maybe you want to have a nice home, or you want to go on nice holidays, but you feel like that's really guilty, right? You feel shame and a bit like, oh, I don't really want to do that because other people are going without. This is all about understanding that when we're receiving, it doesn't mean other people aren't. Okay? So when we receive, it's not taken from somebody else. They are also able to receive should they choose to. Okay? So it's not on us or them, it's everybody gets to receive. We all have the same opportunity. So I want you guys to sit in the energy at the moment and just really think about what comes up for you when I say about you being able to step into what it is that you set the intention for today. So what is it that you desire? Is it to have more money? Is it to have more holidays? Is it to have love? What is that coming up for you, that feeling? What is that feeling for you? Is it guilt? Is it shame? Is it fear? Fear of having it and messing it up? Fear of not quite actually getting to the place that you really want to get to? And fear of people saying, ha ha, no, you wouldn't do it. So I want you to step into those things and I want you to feel that. Okay, I want you to feel that within inside you. And we're not going to stay there. We're not going to keep hold of this. It's not going to fill our body because our body's full of gorgeous Gaia energy. We're just going to feel it and we're going to see it, whatever shape it is. So it might be a shape, it might be a color, it might be just a feeling that you've got. And we're going to start to release this. Okay, so I'm going to help here doing the energetic side of things and releasing it energetically with you. Okay, because we want to rewire your nervous system to feel safe with abundance. Okay, so find where this is in your body. Find that place where it feels not safe to receive, not safe to be loved, not safe to be receiving what it is that you desire in your life, not safe to be good enough to have things, not good enough to receive. So find that within inside your body. Gather them all together and feel into what that shape, that color, that size looks like. And we're going to release it. So I'd love for you to say out loud or in your head, I'm ready to release. And then the size, the shape, whatever it is, the feeling from all timelines, from all space and time. I'm ready to release. I want you to go a bit deeper with this one. What's the next level of it? So I'm ready to release whatever the next level of it is from my energy, from my body, from my soul. I release it from my energy now. We're going to do another one because I can feel there's a little block in someone's chest. So I'm ready to release. Say it with power, say it with purpose, getting rid of this. The feeling of, and insert what the feeling is that you've got, the size, shape, color. I release it from my energy in all forms, in all levels, in all space, in time. Perfect. Right, so I'm just going to be doing the energy side of this as I'm still doing. So I'm ready to receive. Insert whatever it is that you want to receive. The intentionality. I'm ready to receive it into my body, into my soul, into my energy, through all timelines and all space in time. I'm ready to receive whatever it is you want to receive into my body, into my frequency, into my aura, into my soul, in all levels, in all space, in time. I'm ready to receive it now. I want you to integrate into that feeling of being open to receiving it through all space and time. From this moment forward, you're going to feel much happier, lighter, and much more able to receive. You're going to feel safe with abundance. Abundance is going to come and you're going to welcome it in. And when you're ready, when you've anchored that into your gorgeous soul, your energy, into your body, come back to me. So you can unmute yourself, you can pop it in the chat, whatever. How did it feel? What came up for you?
Oh, wow. A lot of different things came up for me. There was one moment where I felt a sudden, like a slice across here, and then my hips felt extra heavy, and that relaxed, and the pain sort of like faded way down into my feet now.
Yeah, amazing. That's incredible. Has the pain in your hip gone?
Um, I think there's still a bruise there because I was in the middle of working on. I ran into the side of the chair. I got so excited on the bench that he was at. Um, that caught me good. So yeah, I know that there's some physical leftover, but it doesn't feel as jabby and as inflamed as before.
Amazing. That's incredible. Thank you. Great share. Thank you so much. Anybody else? No? Do you want to put it in the chat? Let us know. Do you guys feel better? Yep. Perfect. That's what we want. Did you feel the energetic shift? Perfect. There was somebody with like such a ball in their chest that was just so heavy at one point, and I was like, right, okay, that needs to go. And I was just like, just clearing the energy from that because it was so much. Yeah, I had a big A red ball of yarn. Yeah, thick yarn. Yeah. And this is the thing. This is why doing all of these things is so incredible, because everybody sees it, receives it, and connects to it in a different way. Do we have some emotions going on? Yep. Perfect. Amazing. So emotions is great. It's just another way of releasing. Yawning, burping, crying, they're all amazing releases of energy. And that's exactly what we want to be doing. So, after clients doing this is, what I love about this is just, it's not I'm just listening to somebody and it's nothing. It's like, it's the energy behind it. It's the work that I'm doing to help remove the energy. And so it's funny that Sarah was saying about her hip then, because I had a client who had finally felt peace in her body for the first time in years from doing this, because it's, we're shifting the energy from different parts of the body. And she hadn't slept. She'd had years and years and years of insomnia, and then she slept through the night. And so this is the incredible thing when we're working with energy, and it's something not to mess with in a, a not great way. It's a place to be doing it when we're, in a very safe environment. Okay, so this is activated something in you guys, and this isn't a one-time event. This is just the beginning. Okay, because you don't need more strategy. You need to feel safe receiving for what you've asked for. And you guys have all played full out so far. You've had all the different things coming up. You've had the grounding, you've cut cords with people. We've done so much in such a short space of time so far. If you think that we've only been on we started 40 minutes ago and we didn't start on time because we were waiting for people to come on. So if you think in that time with the massive shifts that we've already had is huge. So for those of you that do want to continue and have ongoing energetic support to collapse timelines, because that's what we've just done essentially. This is stuff that would take people who are healing in, other ways. This is what would take a long time. When you talk about CBT or talking therapies or any other therapy out there, CBT was just the one that came to my head first, is that they take a longer period of time, right? When we go, we have a certain number of sessions for things. And this is where we've just collapsed timelines. We've cleared blocks as they arise, and we recalibrate your frequency regularly. So this is something that we get to do, right, all the time. And you getting to receive and having that safely is so incredible. So for those who want to continue and recalibrate your your frequency regularly, I'd love to invite you to go on a deeper journey with me. I know some of you are already on that deeper journey with me, and I'm so grateful to be that. But this is how my clients go from holy shit, it's happening. One called me her spiritual chiropractor. Other one said that the only thing that finally helped her trust herself was this. And so tonight we're going to feel the pull to go deeper, and you might feel that. And so if you do want to go deeper, and this is going into my expansion portal. So the expansion portal, if you guys haven't heard of it, it is where we do 3 sessions a month, and it is where we go much deeper into this. So far with what we've done in the expansion portal, we've cut cords on a much deeper level than we have today. We've realigned chakras, we've done card pulls, we've done welcoming in positivity, we've welcomed in so many different things and removed so many amazing things from people's lives that people are going, oh my goodness, this thing happened. Oh my goodness, this thing happened. I just had a book signing. Somebody just had a book being taken up by the publishers again. Somebody else has had something else happen. It's just, honestly, every time we go there, it's like, this thing's happened and this thing's happened. It's like, wow, this is so incredible. So if you want to be part of that, this is the way that it's most cost efficient for people to work with me, because we are in a group, but it's about creating this really safe space for women to be together. I love doing it in a small group. This is my kind of jam, where we've got a lot of people, like, the 6 of us, that's a lot of people, right? On a Zoom together where we can support each other. And this is the great thing about the expansion portal. It is where, we all get together every week. And we get to talk, we get to explain like what's happened. Yeah, it feels like this for me. Oh, it felt like this for me. Oh, this is a massive shift. Sharing and being in that safe space to grow together. So if you do feel the pull, I have got an offer on. So it's £147 a month. But I have got an offer on if you want to jump in the next 24 hours, you will get a 60-minute one-to-one reading with me included in it. So if you want to do that, you can, how you have any questions, you can drop into my DMs and ask for anything. I can give you the links for it all. So does anybody have any questions or any kind of ahas about today? We've done it super quickly today. I don't know how we've like spirit are on a mission today. You guys were just so good. I could just feel the energy. I was like, right, let's go. Pull it all out. Does anybody get any questions? No? You're all right. No. How are you all feeling?
I feel like I had a bit of an aha moment. I don't know if anybody else needs to hear this, but I'll share it just in case.
Always. That's why a group is so incredible.
I realized that I don't receive because I don't believe that my needs are going to be met. I'm not worthy of receiving. And I think that goes back to like infancy, actually, that, when I would cry, I wouldn't get picked up. My mother didn't believe in picking up crying babies. I know a lot of moms back then didn't because of that one doctor, but it did a lot of damage to a lot of us. I think that's one of my core beliefs, that when I cry, when I ask for help, or if I were to, that no one would respond, that the help would not come. I am not worthy of it.
Yep.
That other people, their needs get met, but I'm not worthy of the things that I want or need. And so I feel like that was a light bulb thing that I didn't realize I believed.
Incredible. Great share. Great share. And great aha moment. When we have those aha moments and when we share, and this is why, as I said, I love doing group stuff, is that when someone's experienced something, or, like Emma said, that's like a big red ball of yarn. Like, I don't receive things in balls of yarn, but somebody else might, and might be like, oh, actually, I did, and I thought that wasn't right. So I tried to change it. And that's why a group setting is so powerful, because we can have this safe space. We can have this place where you can actually say, this is what's coming up for me, or this is how I saw it. And it gives somebody else an aha, because everything that we're doing, whether you're watching it here live, is exactly where you're meant to be. If you're watching on the replay, it's exactly where you're meant to be. And if you don't watch it at all, that's exactly what's meant to happen, right? And so these shifts is true, right? Because everything that's meant for us is going to happen. Whether we fight it or not, whether we, try and wrestle it or not, or whether we surrender it and allow flow to happen and understand that we are exactly where we're meant to be and things are happening exactly how they're meant to happen. Using the things that happen as a way for us to grow and a way for us to learn. What am I learning from this? That's why I say to you guys, when we are stepping into our body and we're feeling certain things coming up, these are all clues. This has come up for me. Why has it come up for me? Because this is something deeper to go into. Does that make sense? Yeah. So if you're feeling like, oh, this feels really negative when she said that made me feel like I was triggered, that's something deeper to go into. That's something else to investigate at another time. Okay. Emma, do you have anything to say? She's going to type, but she's typing. I can see. There's typing going on. This is exciting. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. It's coming. Okay. No, I have Mike. I have a mic on this, but definitely feel much lighter. Okay, not sure you have a mic. Okay. She's like, oh, I just talk to myself. Good. So pleased you're feeling lighter. That is the whole purpose of this, right? And it's bringing awareness to these things. The more we do these activations, the more we vibrate at the right frequency, because frequency is so important. Vibrating at the right frequency is so important. And so if we are not vibrating at the right frequency to receive the thing that we desire, we are never going to receive it. If we are not at the right calibration for that, we are not going to receive it. Yeah. So we can be at the right frequency, but we might not feel ready to receive it. And that's what we've been doing today. Okay. We've really been connecting to that, opening up, allowing to come in and releasing things that no longer served us. Emma said, also relating to the earlier comments about early years and early decisions and choices to adopt ways of thinking about things that I maybe need to let go and go of change. Absolutely. And there's so much stuff that comes from childhood that is impacting us now. Okay. It's something that somebody says that impacts you. It's something that somebody said and you were in a, even as a grown up, something somebody says in a particular way, you may be feeling a particular way and you've taken it at totally the wrong, totally not how they meant it. And you've taken it the wrong way and your brain has just run with it. And that's created all sorts of other things. So it's really important for us to start looking at, this is what I do one-to-one with people, is going into that, what is the earlier stuff, where that's come from, because we are all, at one point you're all in your grandmother's. Yeah. And we've got all of that ancestral stuff, as well as all of the stuff from this lifetime, all of the stuff from past lifetimes. So that's what we are collectively working through when we do this. I set the intention that we're not just healing just now, we're healing all of those things. We're doing lineage. Okay, we're doing all of that stuff, ancestral, because this is now going to protect your kids, your grandkids moving forward. The work that we are doing, the work that we have signed up here to do, is going to break that. Okay. And so we are the gorgeous souls that have signed up for that. And that's why I'm so excited with the expansion portal, because the growth that we have in it every single week is huge. It's phenomenal. And it's changing lives to change other people's lives, because it's the ripple effect. That ripple effect, when you feel better and you're rippling it down to your kids, and your kids feel better, and your kids go to school and they're different with their friends, and their friends go home and they feel different, that ripple effect that continues on and impacts so many people's lives because you've said yes to yourself, is tremendous. Okay. So if there's no other questions about today or anything else you want to say, I'm going to leave you guys go. We're a little bit early, but school's out for summer and all that stuff. We'll let you go early. And yeah, just keep that feeling going with what you've got right now. Allow yourself to ground your energy every day. Allow yourself to cut cords with people. This person's annoying me. I'm going to cut my cords with them. And then brilliant. We can reconnect our cords and it's going to be beautiful and it's going to be perfect. Yeah. And remember, perfect is imperfect, right? We don't have to be perfect. There's no such thing. Imperfectly perfect is perfect enough. Okay. Cool. My DMs are open if you want to join the expansion portal. And otherwise, and all the replays for that are available as well. This will be on replay as well. And if you want to join, as I said, you get that gorgeous bonus as well. So take care, and I'll speak to you all very soon.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Bye.